Hey all, hey, coming to you live from the Carnival Elation 4-day cruise to the Bahamas. And I'm going to go over a couple of things that I think are really important that I didn't necessarily hear anybody talking about. So when it comes to excursions, specifically the Pirate Cove, some of these excursions are going to be very specific to a designated area for the cruise ships. Some of them will be our cruise ships specifically, and some of them will be different cruise ships, but overall, that area is designated for the cruise ship. So for me, it was kind of a little bit boring. I will say that you do not have to book an excursion through the Carnival website. You can actually take cash with you, go to the port, and there are a ton of taxis right outside of the port, and they will take you to the same cove that you would pay, I think it was like $75 or $100 to go to through a setup transportation through Carnival. So there's that. Another key point that I think not a lot of people talked about is the fact that you feel the waves. I have talked to so many different people when it comes to seasickness. Every Navy that I've met so far has said, oh, you're not going to feel it. They've got stabilizers, da 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 da. But tonight is a very rocky night. I can definitely feel it. Like, you probably see my body swaying side to side while I'm sitting here making this video. For me, it's not unnerving. I'm not feeling uncomfortable. I don't feel sick, but it is definitely a little bit weird when you're walking through the ship and your balance is off because the ship is rocking side to side. So tonight, the water is definitely a little bit more choppy than it was the night before. Either way, I slept really, really well. My room is a regular stateroom with 2 twin mattresses that are put together to look like a queen size mattress. It's super comfortable. I would say that the showers are fine for me personally because I live tiny, so I'm used to showering at gyms and in smaller spaces, so this was kind of luxury for me. Another thing that I think is really, really important is remembering to eat before you leave the ship. So I personally am not I want to see the local foods and taste the local foods, and the reason for that is because I'm a very picky eater either way. So I have no desire to eat local foods because it just doesn't interest me because I'm a picky eater. So I made sure to get up early in the morning and go to the area where you can get coffee and get coffee. And hot take, quick tip, for anyone who doesn't like super strong coffee, they actually have hot water machines on the Carnival Elation. So if, for me, for example, I like kind of weak coffee, I just kind of filled my coffee cup up halfway and then added some hot water, and it got it to the perfect consistency, we'll say, the level of darkness that I particularly like in my coffee. So that was amazing. The food so far on the ship has been really good. I chose to have chicken and steak for all my meals, and for breakfast I've been sticking to egg, potato, and oatmeal or grits. I've actually not had the oatmeal yet. I generally don't have oatmeal when I'm places that are making it for me because I like mine really thick. So the grits have been really, really perfect for me. So another pro tip for anyone who eats clean or eats whole, you can do that while you're on a cruise ship. It just is a little bit more difficult and you have to pay attention to what you're eating. I think in some cases you're not going to know exactly what is or isn't in something or what was used to cook the particular thing, but you want to steer clear of things that are obviously processed. So I've been eating lots of fruit, and I have been eating basically all the things that I listed previously. So that is a hot take. Another hot take that I found out the hard way is I didn't see anywhere on anything that was obvious about a rule for the gym, for the fitness center. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even 100% sure that there was a fitness center. So if you yourself are somebody who likes to try to stay in shape and you are someone who likes to work towards maintaining your fitness, the Carnival Elation does have access to a fitness center. There are dumbbells, there are ellipticals, there are treadmills, there are most of your basic weight machines, but there's a lot of like pulley machines that aren't. So, for example, a low row cable machine doesn't exist. So they're all stationary machines. But hot take, you wouldn't think that you would need this information, is you cannot wear Crocs in the gym, or at least you cannot wear Crocs in the gym if you are me. I did not think to pack gym shoes. I honestly completely forgot about the fact that I even needed to work out while I was on vacation. I had been working out at Planet Fitness while I was on vacation prior to coming on the cruise while I was in Jacksonville, and that worked out very well for me, no problem, and no one confronted me about my Crocs in the gym. But I was polite, not very politely at all, actually quite rudely asked to leave the gym this morning because I had on Crocs. I expressed to the lady that I didn't have anything else. She did not care and asked me to leave. So that was lovely. That was a great way to start the day. So pro tip, if you are someone who works out and you're like me and you have fat feet and it's really hard for you to find shoes that are comfortable, or you just didn't think about it, know in advance you need to pack gym shoes in order to utilize the gym on the Carnival Elation. Another thing that I think is really super interesting is another hot take, pro tip. You can actually eat twice during your specified time of food intake. So, what does that mean? On the Carnival Elation, you either get an early dining or a late dining. I got the early dining, which is 6 p.m., and then I believe that there is an option that is 8 p.m., if I'm not mistaken. It's either 8 or 8:30. So when you do this, you're going to, there's also, we'll get to that in a second. One moment. So once you get to your dining area, you're going to have an option that you'll be able to see on your cart. Again, another pro tip that you really need to know is you need to download the Carnival app as soon as you've booked everything. I mean, just get it done and out of the way, because 90% of the time people forget to do it before they set sail, and by that time it's too late. You no longer have Wi-Fi. I heard this in multiple videos but didn't realize how important it was, because that app is really everything, and I'll get back to that in a little bit. Moving on. So with the dining, once you get in there, you're able to order all of these foods, and it's basically an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and it is listed on a menu that is in your Carnival Hub app. So again, it's really important to have that app downloaded on your phone. I am a person who likes to use my phone all the time and constantly, so having the app on my phone where I can constantly scroll and see what's going on the ship, what shows I want to see. For example, if there is a raffle going on, it'll show you on the Carnival app that there's a raffle going on. You can click the favorite button and your phone will actually remind you later towards the time of that raffle that it's happening, so you can try to remember to make it over there so you can try to win those free gifts. They give out all kinds of free gifts on Carnival Elation. I believe that that is a standard practice, and that's something that's really helpful and useful to know that I didn't necessarily see anywhere on the internet. So first time cruisers know that there are lots of opportunity for you to win free stuff, free trips, and free excursions. So if you're like myself and you didn't buy any excursions, it was a really great opportunity for me to possibly win something, and I do have some friends that I know here on the ship that were able to win some cool stuff. So it's totally worth it if you're not doing a whole lot else and you're on a budget to attend these little free groups and things, so you could try to win yourself a little trip. So that is amazing. Another key takeaway about the dining experience is that during that dining experience, you do get to eat twice. So you could have 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, and 2 desserts if you so choose. Generally speaking, from what I understand, once you hit that third, they might start charging you or mention something to the effect of charging you. I was not able to find this information anywhere on the internet prior to being on this ship, so that's really, really awesome that it's not buffet style like some of the other dining areas, but it is an option for you to eat twice. And I will say that the portions of the meals that I had, which was the chicken and the steak, were relatively small. And I'm not an overeater or a heavy eater at this point in my journey in my life. So I think that he's almost done with his announcement. So hold on just one second. All right, so another pro tip, key tip, there are regularly announcements from the deck person. I can't think of the name right this moment. That kind of gives you an idea of what's going on the ship and things that you can do during that particular time. They give announcements regarding disembarking off the ship and embarking back on the ship, what time you have to be back on the ship, what time you can get off the ship. So we weren't actually supposed to be allowed to get off the ship until 1:30, and we got off at 12. So we had a longer period of time at the port, and that's pretty standard procedure. So that is a helpful fact to know about the entire experience. So yeah, pro tip, you can eat twice when you are doing your specified time frame dining. So whether you're early at 6 or you're in the evening at 8, you can request 2 entrees or 2 salads or 2 desserts during that time. So it's kind of a nice little opportunity to actually be served. Another amazing little tip that I did learn about on the interwebs, as I like to call it, is that they do a cute little dance show. I will definitely probably be posting a video about that on all of my other social media platforms. So if you're not already following me, go ahead and subscribe and like this video for more information about the amazing things on the Carnival Elation. I've heard lots of interesting stuff about this ship, and it has been a journey, let me tell you, being on this ship. I'm trying to think if there is anything else that's really important for you all to know. Go to as many free seminars as you possibly can, because there's always an opportunity to win something for free. I personally won some free nail polish today. Other people won shore excursions, and it was freaking amazing. I think that is going to be it for this video. If you liked this information and it was helpful to you, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Make sure you give this a like. Definitely go ahead and subscribe. Follow me on all my other social media platforms, and I really appreciate you watching this video. I know it was a little long, but I think that I included a lot of information that was really super helpful, specifically things that I did not hear about prior to coming on this ship. I'm gonna do another video about some more things, but I think that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.